showing 42 miles an hour.
It's got a claimed top speed of over 40 miles an hour, and it runs on dual 52 volt motors. The massive 60 amp hour 52 volt battery on this thing has over 3,000 watt hours of energy, and they say we can do over 100 miles of range on a single charge. It's called the Eahora Romeo Pro 2, and today we're gonna review it.
Oh, it turned off. It turned off.
On today's 50-mile ride through the streets of Los Angeles, we're gonna attempt to climb the steepest street in all of Los Angeles.
So it's a 33% grade?
Close, yeah.
I got everything on max settings.
If you're thinking about buying this bike, this video is going to show you everything you need to know about it. And if you want to see the current price, check it out in the link below this video. But before you do that, check it out. Here's the heart of the whole system. That's right, the battery. Listed as a 52 volt battery, 58.8 amp hours with 3,058 watt hours of energy. Let's see how much that thing weighs. 30.8 pounds according to my scale. And we are running dual motors on some huge wheels. So a couple things I'm noticing here. The tread pattern on these tires seems a little better for street use compared to a lot of the knobby tread we see. And these are 26 inches tall, 4 inches wide. And as you can see here, there is the geared hub motor, branded Eahora. Website says that this motor can do 1,500 watts peak, and that's just for the front motor. We got another one on the rear. And the brake rotors are 203 millimeters. So we haven't even opened the bike yet. We already have 23 pounds on the front wheel plus 30 pounds on the battery. 50 pounds of weight before we even get the bike out of the box. Let's do that now. And here's what it looks like when you get out of the box. You get a manual, a charger, a rear shock, headlight, some pedals for our electric bicycle, and apparently we need to install our own coil shock. It is the Fastace BC-A09. It's got a rebound adjustment, and the spring is 750 pounds per inch. Get that on there shortly. And the charger they give us is a 7 amp charger. 52 volt battery charge to max is 58.8. Basically 59 amp hours divided by a 7 amp charge rate. So about 8.5 hours to charge this battery from completely empty to completely full. Evoke healthy lifestyle, Eahora! And then you get like this motorcycle seat. So it's not like a normal bike seat. So it is a soft seat. Pretty excited to see how it actually feels. Romeo. Around back we get a tourney derailleur and 7 speeds on a Shimano cassette. So just gotta pop in here, throw this shock in, pops on just like this. So you have easy access to your rebound adjustment here. Easy peasy. And of course, in addition to that rear suspension, we have a dual crown hydraulic shock up front. On the right stanchion, you get a compression adjustment with micro adjustments and preload on the left. Got a little set of handlebars here. And now for the hardest part about building one of these bikes. Getting that front motor on. You know what I mean? So there's really only one way to get this job done. That is flip it upside down and hopefully we don't break anything. So much easier facing this way. And then one layer of extra security. It prevents the wheel from turning on the axle so it doesn't spin and rip this cord out. Just like that. And if you want your front motor to work, plug it up here. And while we're here, probably not a bad time to take a look at those 4-piston brakes. So it is S4 4-piston hydraulic brakes on this e-bike. And while we're here, this is what the pedals look like. They're fine. And of course, another 4-piston hydraulic brake around back. And wow, look at that kickstand. This is like the most motorcycle looking kickstand I have seen on an e-bike. Got the little spring on there. But what I want to do is start turning this wheel and see how well it's balanced. See if we can predict a blowout or something maybe. Actually looks pretty well balanced. Yeah, I think that'll do it. And on the back you get the same motor as up front. There's all the numbers and everything. 203 millimeter rotor on back with a thickness of 2.7. And it does have double wall rims, making them a little bit stronger. Well, let's see about flipping this thing over. That's my workout for the day, bro. So it said the bike weight is 151 pounds with the battery installed. My weight is 197.4 without the bike. And I guess I'm gonna try and pick this thing up and stand on the scale. Time to do some deadlifts, though. Oh yeah, that's heavy. This is going to suck. All right, here we go. Let's try and stand still when I pick it up. 318, let's call it. So 120.6 pounds plus 30 for the battery. So yeah, that'd be about a 150 pound bicycle once that battery's in there. Well, I think you know what time it is. Let's drop that battery in there. Not too bad at all, actually. There's a key so you can lock it on. Taking a look at the cockpit, the handlebars do have a slight rise. The 4-piston hydraulic brakes are branded Eahora. And we do get a full twist throttle. Nice. Typical 7 speeds on the Shimano gear shifter. Same style grip over here on the left. A horn, pedal assist modes, power. We'll tighten that screen down in a moment. Still a little bit loose. But let's go ahead and fire this thing up. See what it looks like. Eahora. Headlight just kicked on in this dim environment, so it does have an automatic headlight. Headlight is pretty darn bright. Let's hold that plus button to turn it off, brighten the display back up. So we do get a color display, shows us our battery percentage in the top right. Get our MPHs here, front and center, and we can toggle between motors, so it looks like it's on the rear right now. To toggle, let's double tap the power. Oh yeah, that does it. So a single, oh whoa, we're on red, nice. A single tap of the power button here will rotate your mode. So you can go back motor, front motor only, dual motor, regular mode appears, and then press it again, then you get red. Oh yeah. So you can adjust your pedal assist from 0 on up to 5, and it does change the color of the display as you get into the higher ones. So pretty easy to operate. Display settings, odometer reset, don't do that. So you can change your speed limit, voltage level, yep, 52. Soft start, cruise control. You can do a password, Bluetooth, and factory reset in case you mess it all up. And down yonder under the display here, you do get a USB-C port, so you can charge your cell phone, you know. If you hold the plus sign to turn on the headlights, you also get just a normal, regular light on the rear. Pulling the brake light now, flashes. And wow, my camera doesn't really show how bright that thing is, but you can see it lighting up the wall in the day. So it is actually pretty freaking bright. So now I'm gonna hop aboard this thing and show you what it looks like in size. I am 6'5", inseam 34, and let's feel that suspension out. So front is soft, rear is a little bit more firm on the coil shock. So we can easily reach down here and adjust however you want it. There's a rebound adjustment. Let's dial this front suspension a little bit tighter, a little too tight. So the seat is not adjustable on this electric bicycle. It's kind of like a moped style. Basically reminds me of kind of pretty much a motorcycle, a small lightweight motorcycle. But here's what my pedal stroke looks like with the 3/4 inseam on this thing. So I will not really be pedaling this thing too much, probably just be riding like a motorcycle. This thing seems like it's gonna be a riot. Let's do the thing, dude.
All right, dudes, let's take out the Eahora Romeo Pro 252 volt dual motor huge range electric bike. Of course, we're gonna fire up the official range meter here on Strava. They say we can get some pretty big range on this thing, and I hope so, because we have a 5-hour and 20-minute ride planned by bicycle today. You know you're on a bicycle when you're rolling on jeans. Also says we have some very steep hills involved today, so got a little surprise for you guys later today. We are sitting on a full charge at 99%. Let's get on out here. So rolling into the gerbil tunnel here, we'll turn on the lights. These lights are actually pretty darn bright. And of course, the very first test we're gonna do is the 20% grade on pedal assist 5 on one motor. So we're gonna run just the rear motor. I weigh 200 pounds. I'm just curious to see, you know, what can this thing do on the stock settings. So you can tell it's not giving it full power. I think you have to get in the settings there to unlock everything completely. So let's bump that on over to dual motor, the not full power mode, and try it on. Oh wow, yeah. So obviously, holy crap, man. Yeah, this has plenty of power, and that's not even fully unlocked yet. And now let's try it on the maximum setting. So it turns the motors over to red, and let's see what it does when the motors are on red. Feels about the same. So yeah, plenty of power. Woo, this thing feels like a straight up motorcycle, dude. Except for its dual motor. So I mean, what motorcycles have dual motor? Let's just see how it feels. So it cuts us off at 20 out of the gate on the red motor setting, not pedaling this thing at all. And this is definitely not gonna be a bike that I pedal today, because this thing, the seat height is just way too short for a dude that's 6'5". But yeah, we'll be riding like a motorcycle and be throttling all day today. First observations, man, the tires on this thing are feeling smooth. So we're gonna have to unlock the settings here, because 20 is just not gonna cut it for me here today. Now we do have motor settings. Let's try just front motor. So in theory, you know, that should deliver a little bit less power, but then maybe you'll have motor drag on the rear. See from a dig here on front motor. Oh yeah, so it actually, like, we're on pedal assist 5, like it just kind of eases on that power. That'll help you get, like, you know, better fuel efficiency out of your battery if you're looking for long range. Let's go ahead, get in settings and unlock everything. All right, there we go. So I mean, if you're looking for a long range e-bike, this will certainly be a good option. Now let's talk about a little bit about range and efficiency. To go over 30, your fuel efficiency is going to start going down big time, but wow, yeah, we're already hitting 39, and oh my goodness. Let's get a high speed run on this thing. We are limited to 30 amps of current, so we might be able to get better on this actually. But right now, you know, we're drawing big power, so if you ride this thing like this, you're not going to be getting 100 miles of range. But you know, we do have a huge battery showing 42 miles an hour, and yeah, not pedaling, 43 miles an hour. So pretty much, you know, we have an electric motorcycle here at this pace. Wow. And you can feel the weight of this electric bicycle, man, 150 pounds. It does have the 4-piston hydraulic brakes. So stopping power feels, you know, sufficient, but you can feel there's some weight to this bad boy. Let's get a 0 to 20 rip here, 0 to whatever actually. So GPS right there. Feels like we have a little bit of a soft start on. Can't even keep up with the Mustang. About to get taken out by the Cruise there, but that's 20. And we're getting up to speed here. Hopefully we don't hit too much debris here in the bike lane. It's usually a little sketchy over here. Wow, yeah, this thing freaking cooks, man. And I love this full twist throttle. It just makes it so easy. And then we have cruise control. So you can let off, you don't have to pedal, you just cruise, man. Hello, it's me from the next day. I just realized on the ride you're watching today, I actually had it on the slowest launch speed, so I increased it to the fastest launch speed. Let's see what the 0 to 20 is now. Ready, go. I feel like it hits a little harder. 20, 23, 30, and a speed bump is coming. So let's talk about the dynamics of this bike a little bit, man. It's, you know, it's a heavy bike. It has tall wheels. So the tall 26-inch wheels, they're gonna give you a better ride quality going over imperfections in the road, but they're not gonna accelerate quite as hard as the shorter 20-inch style 20 by 4-inch tires. The shorter wheels accelerate better, but they give you not as good of a ride quality. So, you know, riding on this thing so far, it's feeling pretty nice. And then we have the dual motors. So, you know, that's gonna increase your acceleration, but decrease your overall range because, well, you have more unsprung mass on that front wheel, and then obviously it really just gives you the ability to burn through your battery a lot quicker using 2 motors at the same time rather than 1. Usually on dual motor bikes I find myself using a lot more power just because it makes it so much more accessible. And we do have the headlights on here and tail lights, which are actually pretty bright. I'm going to turn them on. It dims the display. You can probably change that in the settings, but it'll make us more visible out here because yeah, we're getting out here, man. So let's see here, 39, 42. Jeez, dude. This person is a horrible driver, worse than me. So about 3,200 watt hours of energy on tap in this giant 52 volt 60 amp hour battery pack. Now you can use that battery pack basically for either long range or high speed. We're gonna kind of do a combination of both today. Now if you're running, you know, 40 miles an hour, you could burn through that battery pack very quickly. Basically, the faster you go, the more power it requires to maintain your speed, largely due to wind resistance. You know, it just exponentially takes more power to maintain your speed, especially on something like this that you're in an upright, comfy riding position. I have a big surface area up here, 6'5", so you know, I'm really catching a lot of wind up here. And so far we have been running it on like the highest power setting. I'm gonna bump it on to rear motor and see, maybe that'll help us conserve a little bit of battery. We'll do a combination of all the things today. I haven't pedaled this bike one time yet.
How fast can it go?
I got up to 43 so far.
That's what I need. I'm gonna get one too. I used to race bicycles, but
for real?
I want it cheap.
Yeah, get it, man. It's called the Eahora Romeo Pro. He's getting one, man. So we got it on rear motor right now, and obviously drawing some attention in the streets here. People seeing me flying in traffic going 40 miles an hour. Here's a flat ground, rear motor only acceleration on pedal assist 5. Yeah, definitely very gentle acceleration. Really saving on that battery pack, and it's on cruise control. So we're by the cemetery. Let's take our hands off. Going back to the efficiency thing though, you know, going 30 miles an hour basically takes twice as much power as going 20 miles an hour, and then 40, I actually don't know the exact numbers, but I would imagine going 40 probably takes twice as much power as going 30. So it's kind of like an exponential thing. Basically, if you want to get long range on the bike, you're going to want to keep it, you know, slower speeds. That car is not sounding so hot. $1,800 for that, $3,500 for that. Somewhere right between that price, you can buy this bike in the link below this video. So we are 90% here, showing about 6 miles on the range so far. And let's talk about range a little bit more in regards to pedal assist then. So even like an elite athlete, if you're an elite athlete, you'll be outputting about 300-ish watts of power, you know, continuously. Probably, you know, for the everyday dude, probably more honestly be putting out more like 100 to 150 watts of power if you're kind of pedaling it and helping it. So, I mean, just think about it. Like if you pedal 100 watts of power for 1 hour long, that would add 100 watt hours of extra range, basically from you pedaling it. So really, you know, you're not adding like a ton onto your range by pedaling a bike that's this big, that requires that much power. Because I mean, this thing, you know, we're probably running 700 watts or so, 500 watts to, you know, go this fast. It's hard to say, there's not a watt meter on there, but you know, I mean, we're talking about a bike that can do, oh, we're gonna have to go around here. I got distracted. One of the nice things about all the weight on this bike and these big 26-inch wheels is when you let off the throttle, this thing just coasts and coasts and coasts and coasts. All the momentum in these big wheels. Dude, it's a little sketchy right now here, man. No bike lanes. Gotta be careful about the doors to the right. Look how wide that door can open. Need to stop and swap my GoPro battery out, man. A little sketched out. Dude, some dude rolled up on me. He's like, hey boy. I was like, bro, I'm out of here. Dude, check out this dude just busting a wheelie going down the road. Oh man, we're getting out here now. We gotta get this thing on dual motor, man. I'm gonna go up here and bust a left because going back that way, man, that light was never gonna change for us. Well, actually, that Audi's still chilling there, so. Looks like we're at 88% on the battery, and I'm not sure, I'll tell you guys how far we are in a minute. I don't exactly want to be going this fast right now, but we just kind of have to. The good news is we're in the draft, so we should be getting a little bit better efficiency. There's the doors I'm talking about right there. He's like, sorry. Oh, man, too little too late if I was right there. It's a balance between getting ran over from behind or getting smashed by a door on the right. Out here, man, wearing all black it's a safe choice. You don't necessarily want to be wearing any red colors or blue colors. Check this out, dude. Have you guys seen these cars in your city? There's no driver in that thing at all. That is creepy, dude. It's just like rolling, like checking me out. Shoot, that's a Jaguar too. What's the point of having a Jag, not even have a driver in it? Oh, I hear a chopper and the fire department coming through. Let's get back on track over here. Yeah, it's definitely a chopper up there. We're actually headed in that direction. Maybe we'll see what's going on. This cop is sitting in the bike lane, but that's not what I want to show you. This Lamborghini over here is the brightest Lamborghini I've ever seen in my life. Dude, this is legit the brightest color I've ever seen on any car, anywhere, anyhow. What? That is like a neon marker, bro. Looks like we got a ride out happening here. Kids popping wheelies. And we are just now getting into downtown Los Angeles. And let's see, we're doing 82% on range after almost 15 miles riding. 53 minutes of moving time so far. Coming into the bus station area. Slow it down just a bit here. No place on that thing. Bro, the amount of dirt bikes out here just busting wheelies the whole time. So let's talk about the pedal assist a little bit. I'm on dual motor, top gear of 7 right now. And I pretty much run out of gear at about 25 miles an hour or so. That the pedal stroke on this bike, you know, it just doesn't fit a dude with a 34-inch seam at 6'5". I mean, you can ride it though, just using throttle only, and it just pretty much cruises like a motorcycle. I am a little bit scrunched, you know, with my legs, but it's cool, man. It's so sketchy around here. What is happening over here? Aston Martin, what in the world? So we are headed to the steepest street in all of Los Angeles. We're gonna keep it in the dual motor mode here, give us a little extra pep on the power, and we're gonna see if this dual motor e-bike can handle the steepest street in Los Angeles. So passing through, you know, Skid Row. So one way, lost the left here. So Skid Row is on the way over to the steepest street in Los Angeles, and well, it's kind of the east side of downtown. Let's see, what are we doing here on range? 79% on range, and we're cruising on dual motor right now. Let's see where we are. About 18.17, 18.2 miles on the range. We've been out here for an hour and 9 minutes and 15.64 miles per hour average speed, which is actually pretty decently quick for speed. But I think we need to take a right at some point here to get to where we need to go. Man, it's like a third world nation out here in some parts of downtown LA. Fire truck here, maybe we can bust a right here if we can get around. Wonder what's happening over here, man. You never know in downtown, on this part of downtown anyway. Watch out, birdies, I'm coming through, bro. Oh gosh, they're coming. All right, we're getting out of Skid Row. We got the directions on. We should be to our destination. Wow, that's interesting.
How long did it take you to build it? I've been working on it for about 2 years, but I've been building cars like this for 25. Nice.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, man, that cruise control is nice. I'm just chilling. There's some event going on over here. I'm curious what that is. One of the cool things about an e-bike, man, you can just kind of, we're gonna need the dual motor here. Dual motor torque. There we go. Yeah, you can just kind of hop on the sidewalks. You can ride, go check out events. Sounds like some sort of music festival happening over here. House music all day. That's what it sounds like. All right, we got to get back on track. We're gonna be out here all day long. They sell it for like $3,000 for this one.
Is it worth it? Is it smooth? Is it nice?
I'm reviewing it today, man. I'm doing like a long range ride on it. So yeah, I'm at about 20 miles so far. So I'm gonna ride it out to Eldridge Street. You know, that really steep street out there.
Yeah.
And then just see what kind of range, or see if I can climb that hill, then maybe go like a Hollywood sign and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your day, man.
Yeah, you too.
It's crazy out here, dude. I think that we can make it under this. Holy crap. Yeah, I can see the streets are getting steep. Bro, I'm just out here with my fingers crossed that nothing goes wrong on this thing, because I am really, really far away from home, and this bike weighs a ton. What in the freaking world, dude? Does somebody live up there? That's like a freaking house in the hill. Dude, we gotta circle back for this. Are you kidding me? Somebody like built themselves a house in the hills. That is like low-key genius. I wonder what the property taxes are there. Yeah, I can see how this is gonna be the steepest street in LA. Do you see how freaking high that is a cliff? Well, this is our first glimpse of what it's gonna look like here, and I have to say it looks absolutely outrageously steep. Wow. We are 74% battery and rolling into Eldridge Street at 25 miles here. We'll put it on dual. This isn't on the highest setting yet, but holy crap, dude, that looks outrageously steep. Not a through street. Looks like suspension is gonna come in handy too. No, I'm actually, that's what I came here for, to see if I could do it.
What's that?
It's got the dual motor.
It's a very nice bike, yeah. At 1,000 watts?
1,000 on the front, 1,000 on the rear. Or actually a little bit more than that. Yeah, I know, right?
Should do it easily.
So it's a 33% grade.
Close, yeah.
Let's see, I'm gonna downshift some gears in case I need them. Oh yeah. Wow. Will it hold up though? It's getting steeper. I'm gonna move up here to the front. Yeah, it's starting to, I'm gonna have to help it. Not quite. It's kind of giving out. I think I'm gonna have to get a little bit of a run out. All right, I got everything on max settings. Holy crap. So we're rolling in at 35. I think the cruise kicked on. Come on, baby. Oh my God. I'm just gonna start pedaling now because I can feel it slowing down. It's gonna need just a little extra torque from me pedaling. Oh my goodness, these motors. Yeah, it's kind of coming to stop. Holy crap, dude, this is ridiculously steep. Dude, I feel like I'm standing on a freaking cliff. This is crazy. All right, we gotta get to the top. Because, actually, you know what? Maybe I can kind of sit on it. So the 26-inch tall wheels have like a little bit less torque due to like the gearing of the taller wheel compared to like a shorter 20-inch wheel. So if you want the ultimate torque, shorter wheels will give you more torque and acceleration, but these taller wheels give you a smoother ride. and they hold speed better than shorter wheels. Oh my God, dude. I feel like I'm on the top of a mountain. Holy crap, dude. I'm like tripping out. Dude, this is ridiculously steep. I don't like this at all. I can't put the kickstand on this thing. I gotta lay it on the side. Please don't fall. Please don't fall down the hill. Dude, I'm just trying to do this B-roll and this is so freaking sketchy. I feel like I'm standing on the freaking edge of a cliff because I basically am. Like, if I drop this bike, it'll just freaking tumble to its death. All right, dudes, you know what time it is. Time for a high speed run. What do you say? Good job. All right, well, let's see if the brakes work on this thing. Or should we do a high speed run? So we got the rear brake on the right, bicycle style. Please do not fail me because I do not want to go 75 miles an hour on this bike today. Dude, this is outrageous. But yeah, brakes are great, man. Brakes on this bike, the 4-piston hydraulics. You really don't gotta pull them that hard. Levers feel nice in the hand to the fingers. So I gotta say, man, don't let that hill discourage you from buying this bike. That is absolutely outrageously steep. And I mean, it could conquer the 20% grade. And we're about to go see if it can do the Griffith Park hill as well, which is also a very steep hill. Yeehaw! No tents under the bridge? What? Where are we? A nice little ride today, dudes. Thanks for joining me. And if you are thinking about buying this bike, use that link below the video. It'll help support the channel and also give you the best price on this long range e-bike. How does that car even work? So we're just rolling up on 31.63 miles, 2 hours of ride time, sitting at 58% battery at the base of Griffith Park. So this is gonna be another hill challenge. Bro, this dude is cooking out of That is not the place to be doing this, bro. Hey, at least I got parking enforcement out here though. There's like current limiters on this thing or something. Like, it doesn't want you to like use too much power to kind of conserve your range, I think. I don't know. I mean, I think we should take a break right here because it just doesn't sound happy about doing this. Yeah, it's bringing us up. It's not crushing it, but it really seems like they engineered this bike to be a long range bike and not let you like, oh, it turned off. It turned off. So the controllers are getting too hot. They have the controllers, I think, mounted in there. So that could be turning off for multiple reasons. I would guess that the controllers are just getting too hot, like doing throttle only, carrying this heavy bike on throttle only up this hill. So it's good that it actually turns off instead of like frying your controller. Yeah, I can feel that. Oh yeah, that motor back there is warm, dude. It's not like on fire, but yeah, it's got some heat to it. So I'm making these motors work, dude, because I'm not working at all today. I mean, I'm working the camera, not working my legs, bro. So it's 4:44. We'll chill out for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Feeling a little bit warm there still. It's been about 9 minutes, but let's go ahead and give it a try here. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's feeling way more peppy now. I'm actually gonna dial it down a little bit because I don't want to burn up I don't want to overheat it again. Yeah, so this thing, it'll dial it back on you if you're getting it too warm to make sure you don't burn up your controller, burn up your motors, whatever is the one that was getting hot. That's what's up, dude, suckers. Yeah, man, we're back in business now, man. This thing's got all the power. Coming out here by a bike is the way to do it. Well, not bicycle, electric bicycle. Yeah, this thing's pulling hard up the hill now. I was a little bit worried that we were gonna have some trouble there for a minute, but it was a busy day out here at Griffith Park. Not for the Eahora, though. This is the ticket right here, dude. Oh gosh, oh gosh. This dude's chilling, waiting for a spot. This dude is not chilling, waiting for a spot. Well, here we are at the top of Griffith Park Observatory, showing exactly 50% on the battery. We should probably do a little range update while we're here, huh? 33.62 miles, average speed almost 15 miles an hour after 2 hours and 15 minutes of riding. And wow, I don't think I've ever seen this many people up here. So it is a poppin' summer Sunday afternoon out here. And of course, with Griffith Park Observatory right here, we also have the Hollywood sign there off in the distance, if you can see it on out there. So in case you've never seen me do a ride here before, we'll pop around the corner here. A lot of marine layer out there, man. Can't even see the ocean today. A little bit of downtown LA views there off in the distance. It's really just basically impossible to get a shot without people in the background today. But it's getting a little bit late in the evening here, so I don't want to dilly-dally around here too much. I want to keep this ride rolling. So we still got 50% on the battery, man. I'm gonna hammer this thing all the way home. So just rolling up on Hollywood Boulevard here. My bad, hacking the traffic here. It's pedestrian walking. We're gonna squeeze through here. It's safe safer for the bike. Same old Ferrari, same old Lambos out for rent. Poppin' day out here in Hollywood Boulevard. Here's a Chinese theater coming up on the right if you haven't seen it in any of my other videos. So on the way home, let's talk about range a little bit, man. It really comes down to like efficiency. You know, if you're running dual motors, not pedaling, going fast like this, obviously you're gonna get way worse range. If you're holding high speeds, you're gonna get way worse range. It's a big battery, a lot of energy on tap. You can make what you want with it, really. What in the world is this chick wearing, dude? Watch yourself, bro. Whoa, better watch myself. I wonder what happens if you take an e-bike in here. Might be like a little water bender or something up here. Oh, we get some water in there. There's an actual train that rides through this thing. I mean, at 150 pounds, this thing pretty much is a train. Play a little game of chicken. What do you guys? Told you. It's an actual train that comes through here. Check this out. This is the largest Apple store in the entire United States of America right here.
Just for a heads up for next time, you might not ride this on property, please.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know if we could or not. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah, they told. Yeah, they told me. They told me
So you
to.
gotta get off. That's
Oh,
the bike. You gotta
okay.
walk
He didn't say I had to
Gotta
walk
walk
it.
it. Okay, thank you.
Love it. He's about to draw his. It's saying 26% battery under load, and we're still doing 37 miles an hour. All right, dudes, we're about to check the final range on this thing, but first let me share my final thoughts on the Eahora Romeo Pro 2. If you're looking for a long range electric bike, I mean, this will definitely check the box on that. 52 volt, 60 amp hour battery pack. I mean, you're gonna get some stellar range on this thing, and it can go fast as heck, man. Over 40 miles an hour pretty easily. List price is just over $3 grand. If you click the link below the video in the description box, you get the best price on it. It also helps support my reviews here on this channel if you do decide this is the e-bike for you. Oh, that totally just hit my helmet. Only real downside on this bike, I'd say, is it kind of puts me, you know, as a pretty tall dude in like a riding position where I can't really pedal it, you know, comfortably. Pedaling this thing, yeah, it just doesn't work out for a tall dude. Just crossed over 50 miles. 50 miles, average speed of 15.31. And the time was 3 hours and 17 minutes. So that is a huge ride, and we still have 23%. It'll probably bounce back up a little bit more here. And to talk about that 50-mile range number, I weigh 200 pounds, and we were not taking it easy on this thing at all. Obviously, you saw some of the hills we were doing and the speeds we've been doing basically all day long. No pedaling, so you know, you could easily do 100 miles on this bike. You know, if you've seen other videos on my channel with 60 amp hour battery packs, you can do 100 miles on these bikes, over 100 miles. The front motor will, you know, reduce your range maybe a little bit just because you're going to draw a little more power, have a little more weight. But I mean, these things, you'll get stellar range. This is about the worst case scenario on range. So rolling in here, final numbers, 25% remaining after the battery kind of recovered a little bit. And then also, obviously, we did 2,165 feet of elevation gain. So big climb.